A new year means new legislation for California businesses to prepare for. I'm Valentina Saldaña with a few of the noteworthy laws and regulations taking effect on January 1st, 2024.
Also tonight, a Tulare County District Attorney law clerk becomes the youngest to ever pass the California bar exam.
I'm Emma Ott with all the details tonight at 8.
But first, this new billboard is turning heads in a southeast Fresno neighborhood. It all comes one day before a Palestinian flag-raising ceremony is set to take place in downtown Fresno. Michael Wells is covering it all for us as your news in prime time is seconds away.
New, local, unique. MyTV53 News at 8 starts right now.
Great to see you on this Thursday. This is the San Joaquin Valley's only 8 p.m. news, and I'm Austin Breed. It's December the 7th. Thank you, as always, for joining us. Our big story tonight is in Fresno, where a new billboard is turning heads. It's all regarding the war between Israel and Hamas. That side of the story is something you will only see on TV 53. But the other side has to do with a flag-raising ceremony for Palestine. That is set for tomorrow. Us, along with our partners at Stillwell News, worked hand in hand today to put the story together for you. And here's Michael Wells.
This brand new billboard is turning heads in southeast Fresno. It reads, "Let's be clear, Hamas is your problem too." The new sign is on Chestnut Avenue at Belmont and in the same parking lot as local business Dub Tires and Wheels. The group responsible for it is a website called JewBelong.org. On their website, the group states that it provides straightforward explanations, readings, and rituals to help warm your heart. In the meantime, tomorrow in Fresno, the city is hosting a Palestinian flag-raising ceremony. This comes after a heated city council meeting back on Thursday, November 16th. Numerous people spoke out in opposition to Mayor Jerry Dyer hosting an Israeli flag ceremony on October 12th. He said he did it to show solidarity with the people of Israel.
However, today, Mayor, you attend, and I can't help but feel you did so for damage control. Because you see, Mr. Mayor, you already knew some of the Palestinian community members before you made your speech, your hateful speech and bigoted speech during the raising of Israeli flags on October 12th.
All of you guys to close your eyes and imagine if we are in their situation. I mean, the people in Gaza.
But tonight, City Councilman Miguel Arias has decided to raise the flag for our local Palestinian community. It's set for Friday at 2:30 in the afternoon at Eaton Plaza next to the Water Tower in downtown Fresno.
He condemned Hamas, he condemned the Palestinians, and he was very sympathetic for the Israeli victims, which turned out to be false, and he since apologized to us in private. He said he didn't know any better. A council member talked him into it, and we knew who that council member was.
It's critical for me and everybody locally because it represents our voice. We're tired of being silenced, and we want to be represented as American Palestinians who contribute to the community. Our voice matters and our voice is important. And then also, I wanted to go along with Jerry Dyer's one motto, one Fresno. Actually, his one Fresno motto. He included Israel and Jewish people, but he didn't include Palestinians, and he didn't include Palestinian and Muslim people.
I grew up in wars, and to be honest with you, it is not fun to be 6, 7 years old, crying, worrying about yourself, your family, how to eat, how to drink, having to cover your windows with blue paint so the airplanes don't see you.
Michael Wells, Stillwell News for MyTV53 News at 8.
Okay, Michael, and MyTV53 News will be at the flag-raising ceremony tomorrow. We will bring you the full story tomorrow night at 8. As for the latest in the war between Israel and Hamas, let's check in now with Democracy Now!'s Amy Goodman.
Israeli tanks have advanced into the center of the city of Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip as Israel's assault in the besieged Palestinian territory enters its third month. On Wednesday, an Israeli strike on the Jabalia refugee camp killed 22 members of the family of Moman al-Sharafi, a correspondent for Al Jazeera Arabic, including his parents and his siblings. Palestinians in parts of southern Gaza that Israel's claimed are safe continue to come under fire. This is Amir Magnum, a 5-year-old boy injured Wednesday when an Israeli strike hit a school in eastern Khan Yunis where his family was sheltering.
I went into the classroom and went to play with my friend. Then suddenly I heard a sound going boom and we ran. A rock fell on me, on my legs, and then I ran away.
Who got injured?
Father. A big rock fell on father, hit him here on the leg, and a big rock fell on me, here on my leg.
Gaza's health ministry says Israeli attacks have killed more than 16,200 people, more than 7,100 of them children.
That was Amy Goodman with Democracy Now! Reporting. Stay with us for continuing coverage of the war. In other news, and new tonight, a 28-year-old man was in police custody for allegedly firing 2 rounds from a shotgun outside a Jewish temple in upstate New York today, hours before the start of Hanukkah. Officials said that no one was injured, and police say they don't know the man's motive. The shots were fired outside of Temple, Israel, just before 2 p.m. According to the Associated Press, one suspect is in custody. We are following up with new details in yesterday's breaking news you saw right here on MyTV53 News. The suspect in that deadly shooting at the University of Las Vegas, Nevada, had a list of targets at the school and at East Carolina University in North Carolina. Police also said this Thursday at the news conference.
Polito was armed with a Taurus 9mm handgun. He had brought 11 magazines to the scene with him. 9 loaded magazines were found on his person after the shooting, and you can see in the photo to the left, one of the magazine carriers that was fixed to his body. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. The gun was purchased legally in 2022.
3 faculty members were killed and a 4th was wounded by the gunman who opened fire on the campus Wednesday before dying in a shootout with police. Clark County Sheriff Kevin McCall identified the suspect as Anthony Polito, a longtime business professor. Before the shooting, the gunman also mailed 22 letters to university faculty members across the U.S., but the contents of those letters is still unknown tonight. Back here at home, we have new details in a murder investigation from Fresno PD. On Wednesday, late yesterday, 18-year-old Philip Batista turned himself in to the Fresno Police Department with his attorney for the murder of Luis Valencia. Batista was taken into custody and booked into the Fresno County Jail on murder charges and using a firearm in the commission of the crime. The case will now be turned over to the Fresno County District Attorney's Office for filing considerations. Tonight, GV Wire is reporting that former Bitwise Industries co-CEOs Jake Soberalt and Irma Olgan Jr. will return to federal court on Friday, so tomorrow. It is for a review hearing of their bond. They are each charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Both pleaded not guilty at their joint November 9th arraignment. If convicted, Soberalt and Olgan both face a minimum of 20 years in prison and $250,000 fines. You can learn more about this story at gvwire.com. New from CHP Fresno, traffic was backed up for miles earlier today due to this traffic collision on northbound 99 in Fresno, just south of Cedar Avenue. This is aerial video of that backup. Emergency calls started flowing in to 911 shortly after 10:30 a.m. We know that a Toyota was involved, but aren't sure on any specific injuries other than one driver did hit their head on a steering wheel. The backup stretched for a long time. The investigation will continue. Turning to news in the South Valley, Tulare County Public Health sent out a statement regarding an incident that occurred late yesterday at Freedom Elementary School in Farmersville. According to the school, a total of 25 students got sick after lunch. Farmersville fire and paramedics were called to the school to care for the students. The campus was even placed on a lockdown just before 5 p.m. it ended. Now, it is still unknown what caused the students to feel sick. Tulare County Public Health said today that as soon as the incident at Freedom Elementary was reported to them, their environmental and nursing teams began protocols. Tulare County Environmental Health immediately sent staff to the school to inspect and collect samples. The school was back in session today. And finally, in your first few minutes of nonstop news here at 8 and new tonight, get ready for a number of new laws to hit California employers in just a few weeks. Reporter Valentina Saldana is in the newsroom with the details.
As originally passed in 2022, starting January 1st, 2024, AB 2188 makes it unlawful for an employer to discriminate against a person in hiring, termination, or other condition of employment based on an employee's use of cannabis off the job based on a drug screening test that has found non-psychoactive cannabis metabolites in their system. Another new law, SB 553, effective July 1st, 2024, requires employers to implement a workplace violence prevention plan that contains specific information like recording information in a violent incident log for every workplace violence incident. Additionally, California's new paid sick leave law, SB 616, expands California's existing paid sick leave requirements. As of January 1st, an employee is entitled to 5 days or 40 hours of paid sick leave. California's minimum wage will also increase to $16 per hour for all employees on January 1st. Some cities and counties in California already have a local minimum wage higher than the state rate. Finally, the Producer Responsibility Organization and all producers of plastic materials will be obligated to join this new environmental movement. You can learn more about all of these new laws online at gov.california.gov. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Valentina Saldana, MyTV53 News at 8.
All right, Valentina, thank you for that. And that does it for your first few minutes of nonstop news at 8. But don't go anywhere. We are just getting started. Still ahead.
Amazon is offering a great price for college kids that actually want to fly home. And Miller Lite is almost famous for like beer ornaments and beer whatever. What is next? What is Miller Lite up to next? I got trending coming up next.
Also, a Tulare County District Attorney law clerk has become the youngest to ever pass the California bar exam. Emma Ott will join us with those details. Later, the Fresno Rainbow Pride Organization has announced their 2024 theme for Pride. And it sure was windy yesterday. Today it calmed down in many parts of the valley, but what about as we're heading into the weekend? Will we see more wind, maybe even rain or cooler temperatures? We'll update your forecast as the news at 8 is back in a little over 2 minutes.
This is MyTV53 News. New, local, unique with Austin Reed. You're watching MyTV53 News at 8.
Thank you for staying with us on this 7th of December. All new from the Tulare County Sheriff's Office and District Attorney's Office. A law clerk has become the youngest to ever pass the California bar exam. New tonight, MyTV53's Emma Ott is on this story.
In a legal history-making moment, Tulare County District Attorney Law Clerk Peter Park passed the rigorous California bar exam on his first attempt, making him the youngest person to ever pass the exam at age 17. According to research, the previous record holder was 18 years old. Park received his test results on November 9th after taking the exam in July. At the age of 13 in 2019, Park began high school at Oxford Academy in Cypress, California. Simultaneously, Park enrolled in a 4-year Jurors Doctor program at Northwestern California University School of Law, utilizing a state bar rule that allows students to apply to law school through the completion of college-level proficiency exams. After graduating high school in 2021 by taking the California High School Proficiency Exam, Park focused on law school and graduated in 2023.
I'm Emma Ott, reporting with MyTV53 News at 8.
That is one smart kid, Emma. Thank you. New tonight from the Merced County Sheriff's Office. What would you like for Christmas? Last weekend, the department had a little fun at their Operation Christmas Star toy drives. But tonight, they hope you will join them this Saturday, December 9th, at the Merced Chevrolet dealership for the next toy drives.
Hey everybody, we're here out at Operation Christmas Star, and today we're going to find out what they asked for Christmas. Sergeant Hudick.
Yes, how you doing?
What did you ask Santa for Christmas?
You know what? For everybody in Merced County, they can have something special this year.
What did you ask Santa for Christmas?
A brand new Corvette. How's that?
And by the way, Sheriff Vern Warnke and Santa will also be there this Saturday. We're going to turn to news from the Fresno International Airport. This winter holiday season, United Airlines is making spirits bright by operating nonstop service from Fresno to Chicago O'Hare. This is going to be between December 21st and January 8th of next year. Typically operated as a seasonal summer route at FAT from June to September, scheduled Chicago winter service is timely with this busy holiday travel. Following its enhanced winter schedule, United will resume nonstop seasonal service between Fresno and Chicago in May 2024.
MyTV53 News continues with the Valley's local forecast.
Here comes Hanukkah, so much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we have 8 crazy nights. When you feel like the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, here's a list of people who are Jewish, just like you and me. David Lee Roth lights the menorah. So do James Caan, Kirk Douglas, and the late Dinah Shore.
And thank you for staying with us. New tonight, Fresno Rainbow Pride and Community Link officially launched next year's Pride season by announcing the 2024 Pride theme, as well as a kickoff to ticket sales for an executive performance by comedian and LGBTQ icon Sandra Bernard.
Hi kids, I'm coming to Fresno on May 11th to the Tower Theater. It is the 34th Fresno Rainbow Parade and Festival. We are going to go nuts. We're going to have the best time ever with the Sandyland Squad Band. We're going to turn it out. And we're selling you tickets, and you're going to buy them and love it. May 11th, they're on sale now. Get with it. Get busy. The spring will be here before you know it, and we're going to have a ball. Woo!
Yep, so today we announced and unveiled the logo and the theme for the 2024 Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. The theme this year is Rainbow Wave, Navigating Through the Current. And we've never unveiled our theme and logo this early, but the festival and the parade have gotten so big, and people ask us ahead of time so they can start planning their floats and things for the parade.
Proceeds from Sandra Bernard's performance will also benefit Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. It is time to see what is trending. Our Greek goddess of gossip, Athena Matsikis, joins us now.
Every year I do a story on Miller Lite because they're actually very creative. They do like all these beer ornaments and all kinds of beer stuff, right? Because they're a beer company. Looks like they have a nutcracker. It's called the Beer Cracker. It's got 2 beer openers, and it definitely looks like a nutcracker. And by the way, the beer brand came up with a Christmas tree keg stand last year. Amazon is offering college kids $25 flights home for the holidays. I'm a Prime member, so if I had a kid in college, I would be so excited about this. You have to be a member of the Prime student program, though. Morning coffee jolt. I love this story because as I'm getting older, it's taking me a long time to wake up. No wonder why people can't do a thing without their morning coffee. I like energy drinks as well. That really wakes me up. But you know those people that did studies? They just did another study. A morning cup of coffee with sugar increases your attention span, memory, judgment, reasoning throughout the day. I'm Athena, and that's what's trending.
If there's one person that can always make me laugh, it is Athena. Thank you so much. Hey, next at 8, happy 25 years to NASA. Details coming up next in prime time. Hey, get this. NASA is celebrating the 25th birthday of the International Space Station. Arash Arbasadi from Voice of America takes a look back, new tonight.
It was November 20, 1998, when Russia launched a Proton rocket carrying the Russian-built, U.S.-financed Zarya navigation module. Meaning dawn or sunrise, Zarya would bring together the U.S., Russia, Europe, Japan, and Canada in what's been called the most expensive home ever built.
How do you find life on ISS?
There are groups of people, teams of people all over the world who are figuring out every aspect of these missions, everything from our food and clothes to the science research that we'll be doing on board. They're also the ones who are operating space station. Believe it or not, even though we're on board, we don't actually fly space station. That's flown by the teams of flight controllers and mission control centers in Houston and Russia and elsewhere on the planet.
And finally today, Governor Gavin Newsom, in accordance with a request from the White House, announced that all U.S. and California flags are to be flown at half-staff today. It's all in honor of Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. This is aerial footage of flags being flown at half-staff in Fresno, right near Cedar and Highway 99. On this date, 82 years ago, we are all asked to recall the sacrifice and bravery of 2,403 American heroes who gave their lives in service to our nation. And by the way, tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, so for all of our Jewish viewers, make the season bright. Happy Hanukkah to you. All right, let's get a final look at your forecast. The winds have finally calmed down. Parts of Kern County, though, will still experience this into tomorrow. We are going to be cooling down starting tomorrow into the weekend. And look at those overnight lows. It's going to be even chillier than it has been this week. We know there are many options out there for TV news, and we thank you for joining us here at MyTV53. I'm Austin Breed, hoping your news is good news. We'll end the week together tomorrow. Bye-bye.